Hello and welcome to the salon. I am Wendy, this is Wendy's Pet Salon, and this is my little home grooming salon at my home. So welcome everybody, welcome to all the subscribers, and if you are new, welcome on board. Like I say, I am Wendy, I'm a pet groomer, and I just share some of the things that I do here with you. I've been grooming for a while. For those of you that have only just come across the channel, I've groomed since the 90s. I've done people's houses. I've done work for other people. I've had my own salons, and now I am working at my little purpose-built building. I'll put a picture there at home. So because I am now coming into my 50s, I just need to calm it down a little bit. So all the sort of things that I've picked up over the years, because I'm working on my own, I like to try and share with you. I do not get paid for this, but if you have any questions for a groomer that's been grooming a while and you want to ask, this is what I want to do. I want to help everybody, not just groomers, but pet owners as well, because it's a little bit different. We know what we're doing. A pet owner just needs some help and guidance sometimes, and they may not realize some of the things that they are doing. Like, just to give you an idea, some years ago, when I first started grooming in Congleton, because I worked in a different area, and I was building up my customers, and I went and picked up a cockapoo. Lovely black cockapoo, 9-month old. Now I thought that it may have had haircuts before, 9-month old. In my head and the groomer's head, ideally we want to see them as soon as they've had their injections. So when they've all had their injections and they're all right to go on the lead and everything else, they just need to come for a puppy groom. Eyes trimmed, nice warm bath, feet, nails, that's it. And then we build it up so they get used to it. The same as learning your toilet training, same as learning your sit, stay and your recall and all that type of thing. And then when I went to pick him up, he actually didn't resemble a dog at all. He was just a big black ball of fluff. So I said, oh dear. I can't do much with this. I am going to have to take it off. And they're like, what do you mean? And I said, well, I actually can't see down to his skin. And, if I part the hair, can you see? I can't see down. It was just one big lumpage. Never had a haircut, never had any experience. And it was, to be fair, very traumatizing for the dog, very traumatizing for me. And I had to use pretty much a 10 blade, which is a couple off a surgical blade, for a first haircut. So they actually thought that he would grow into his hair. And I said, no, he has become his hair. He is at one with his hair. So they had no idea. The like cockapoos have got 2 high maintenance coats in one. They need lots of regular grooming and, trimming and things like that. You've got a Cocker Spaniel that's got loads of hair and a poodle that grows lots of hair. What we then did is we established a routine. So that's all I wanted to say on that point. But this is why I designed the channel, because I know there is a lot of groomers that moan and stuff, and we do moan, you know, about sometimes how the customers are towards us, you know, having to shave a matted dog off when they've not realised that it's matted. So I wanted to help and educate, because all my customers have been constantly educated on everything. So I'll explain, you know, from the very beginning, from the very first time that they come to the salon, I explain everything. And I also make the point now that, or I have done in the past, that I don't do flamboyant trims and things like that. I do practical pet grooms. And I just feel that that's what I offer as a business, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's other groomers that will offer that's completely up to them. But when you come to me for my service, that is what, you know, we do. We are doing coat management and short practical trims. So that is just basically what I wanted to do with the channel: help pet owners, help new groomers, and help maybe groomers that have done a course and they're at home and they've not had anybody to ask, and they just need that a little bit of help and guidance, a bit of confidence building. That is what I designed the channel for. I do go all the way around the houses when I'm talking. That is just the way I am. But I will get there eventually. And hopefully everything will start sinking in. It does take a while when you're a new groomer, for all these different elements to sort of sink in. I've had people that have worked with me before, and they're just struggling, you know, to establish lots of little things, and then all of a sudden they have like, oh yeah, I could do this. So and it's nice to be able to do that, and because I'm not working in the salon anymore, I haven't got anybody to help and nurture. So so that's what the channel's for. And also I'm on my own, and it's nice to be able to give back. And that's all I've got to really say on that thing. A little bit of a downer. I did do a poodle video yesterday. I spent so much time doing the theory and everything else and talking like I do, that when I actually came to do the trimming that I wanted to do, the 2 legs that I'd saved to do, I ran out of time. I completely ran out of time. And I don't want to rush it and show you and rush the dog, because I want to give a good service to the customer. So the customer came first, and I finished off the trim. So I managed to get to the point where I was all bathed and groomed and everything. And then I was going to come back and do the legs. And I just couldn't. I didn't have the time. And you have to excuse me. I've got a little bit of, I think, a cold on me. So I maybe sound a little bit muffled. I do have my speaker on. It's on green, so hopefully you can hear me okay today. And I did actually a proportion 12 minutes, at least 12 minutes of the video. I'd realised I hadn't got my microphone on. So, and I had done a lot of theory without the microphone. So you will be shouting at the TV. So I'm either going to save that video for when Bonnie Bon comes back, and then I will just do those legs for you. Or I'll just do a completely new video, because I still need to do my poodle. He is in dire need of being done. So like I say, when I've got a free evening, I'll do him from start to finish. And I think probably, and then I won't be rushing. I'll be able to take my time. It could be a long video, but I want to try and get all the elements of a pet style poodle in there. And I can also go back over all the theory. I wrote my books out, I was showing you pictures and everything, and I ran out of time. So today, what I'm going to do, because we're getting a little bit which app do you want to open? Wow, there's some very strange things. You need to unlock your iPad first. Things are happening in here. My aircon turned on by itself yesterday. I've been talking to customers and brushes have fell out on the floor. I've had I tie this in a knot every day, and every so often it just comes undone, like somebody's undone it. Very strange things happen in here, and now my iPad is randomly talking to me, which is very strange. So I've got that captured on the video. So I don't know what that one's all about. So today I've got the 2 Labradoodles. I've got a Shih Tzu and I've got 2 Yorkies. So, and obviously it's Thursday, and Thursday is when I do my post. So this is going to be a really, really quick video today. And I think what I might do is just basically take you through my day today. So we can take a look at all the dogs and the different personalities. And I've just talked through each dog that I'm grooming today. So I've got Bramble the Labradoodle, Benji the Labradoodle, I've got a Shih Tzu, I've got 2 Yorkies, and I've got she's meant to be a poodle cross, but she's got smooth hair. And she basically has a bath sort of every 8 weeks or so. I just skim over with a comb attachment because she gets some sort of long stray hairs, tidy up her feet and do her nails. So I'm just going to talk through my day and we'll just have a day in the life again. And then hopefully Saturday we can do some poodle things with Shelby. That would be the way to go today. Bramble has just arrived, so I will let you meet Bramble. Well, I was going to meet Bramble, but Bramble's dad has took her for a wee. So maybe we won't, but I hope you're not too disappointed. But that footage is there from the poodle, so you know, and we will be touching on poodles. So please don't be too disappointed, and we will get to doing the elements of a poodle very, very soon. There she is. Bramble is a 14-year-old Labradoodle, and she has got that wiry texture. So she is like a hairy Labrador. Aren't you, Bramble? You coming? She's coming. There we go. She does get very nervous. The older she's got a lot more nervous. Even though she knows me, I've done a bit absolutely yonks. Years. Come on, Bramble. Come here, sweetie. You might have a treat. What's this? Oh, what's this? Come here, sweetie. Good girl. No, he's going to come back for you, promise. You want this? No? Oh, we're not in the frame of mind for treats. Hopefully she'll take one later. But if I let her, she will just keep wandering up and down. So I don't want her to get any more stress. So I'm going to get her in the bath. She'll come in and out. I just like to give them a little bit of a minute. My lavender has run out, so I'm going to refill my lavender diffuser I'm going to close the back door so she's not going to wander in and out. I'm going to get her in the bath, get her all fluffed and beautified. I'm not going to take her too short today because the weather's pretty much on the turn now. And I mean, yesterday we had heavy rain, thunderstorms, hail. It was wetter than an otter's pocket. Wetter than an otter's pocket, pretty much. So I'm going to get her in the bath. So I'm actually going to use the Hydro Bath for Ramble today. So I manually fill it. I've spoke about this before. I have a Hydro Bath that normally would heat its own water, but it costs too much money. The cost of living now, the electric is through the roof. So I fill the shampoo tank manually with the water, but then I use the pump the shampoo through, because that's quite a high pressured pump. It gets deep down into a coat, and with it being a big dog, it's ideal to get a wash nice and quickly as well. So I'll just turn that off because it's probably very noisy. I'm going to use the Best Shot. I'm going to use the clarifying shampoo because she's got, I mean, this is for like build-up of waxes, oils, resins, conditioners, hairsprays and gels and stuff like that. But she has got a kind of greasiness to a coat, obviously for a waterproofness, but I just want to get her nice and clean and give her a deep clean so that I can give her a nice just sort of trim over today with the comb attachments. But it's very good in the Hydro Bath, and it's good for dogs that are shedding as well. And because obviously she's got that cross coat, I do tend to get a lot of hair out of her. So I used a couple of ounces. Oh, where's my measuring cup? It was here a moment ago. Measuring cup there. I knew where it was there. So I probably use a couple of ounces in the... Oh, got fluff on my finger. So that's about all I need, because once this starts circulating this shampoo round, it will really foam it up lovely. It's very nice shampoo, helps strengthen condition and stuff like that. There's no real smell, it's just fresh, but it'll give her a nice deep clean. I sometimes have a little bit of difficulty getting her in the bath because she gets that nervous. One minute she'll put her feet on, next minute she'll just like fly up into the bath. And then you're 14 years old and we need to guide you, don't we? And another reason why I won't be doing larger breeds in the future is just that I just can't, I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength for you. Rumble! Let me see if I can get her. Come on, sweetie. Good girl. Right, we want to go up here. Come on, sweetie. You want to go up here? Be very careful. Be very careful. Move forward a bit more. Put your legs up. That's a good girl. Now put your legs up. Put your other one up. Put your other one up. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Let me help you. Whoa! There we go. There we go. She was thinking about jumping there, and I don't want you to take a run for it and not make it. So we have to guide you, don't we? So I'm going to give her a wash. Put this back in. And what I do is, because obviously she's a bit difficult to manoeuvre, I dry it in the bath. So I'm fortunate that I can bring my blaster over here, blast her all dry in the bath. And I can also move my finishing dryer over just to give some added warmth, and I will be giving her a Best Shot. This is by Best Shot as well. They do some absolutely gorgeous facials. This one's the mango one. I've just finished the other two. There was a coconut one and a pink one. It's like Tropical Delight or something. But they've lasted me a long time. I'm on my last one now. But they are tearless, they're calming, aromatherapy, silk protein and vitamin enriched and hypoallergenic. So indulge, pamper and invigorate. So you can use this on the body and the face. They're really, really lovely. I'll put that in the description of where to get these. There's a place called Techno Groom, and I think they're towards Scotland way, and they are amazing. They have great shampoos. They give a great service. I'm not just saying this because I get paid, because I don't get paid to say this. I just love them. I get all the Best Shot from them. I'm actually due to do a shampoo order soon. And I do want to get some of the Replenish shampoo Replenish conditioner, which goes along with the shampoo. They do all these facials. I mean, they are an American product, not great for the carbon footprint, obviously, with it not being made in the UK, but it's really good, really good. You benefit from them, don't you? So I absolutely love the Best Shot stuff. So I'm going to give her a facial now, get her washed, and we'll put her on the table. There we go. So she took just over 8 minutes to wash and just under 25 to dry. So what I'm going to do is my phone is about to die, so I'm going to put it on charge, and I'm going to use my timer, and I'm going to time today how long it takes me to do my dogs. So we'll count that up at the end, and we'll see how much time we've got left, and with my chit chatter talking as well. So there's Bramble. Look at the state of my hair today. The dog has got better hair than me today, that's for sure. So what I've done with her, it took me, I just pressed the stopwatch. Look at that. 33 minutes and 3 seconds to do her haircut. So I just took my time with it really. So she's had a number 3 comb, 10mm all over her body, and I've used my Bravero, whatever you call it. I just skimmed over her tail with the 5 and then scissored, give it a nice scissor shape. I'll put it down on the floor so you can see her head, but I skimmed over with the 3 on her ears and tailored all around the edges, neatened up all her beard. She has these little tiny eyebrows that I've just given them a trim. So I'm just going to spend, because I'm literally half an hour early, because they are not due till 11 o'clock. She came at 9, and she is a 2-hour dog. So what I'm going to do, and you can see she's not as puffy and panty now. Are you, sweetie? I'm going to give her a treat. Bumble. Ooh, yes. See, I'm feeling much better now. I will take a treat. That's always a good sign, isn't it? So I'm just going to spend an extra few minutes just making sure her feet are extra tidy, any little bits. I'll put her on the floor, and then you can have a see of her walking up and down and how she looks, you know. So she's all down on the floor. I'll switch the camera around so she looks like a little, well, she's not little, is she? She looks like a chunky teddy bear. What I will say is, if you notice on my bathing and drying video, I did speed it up. I make sure that she is thoroughly dry before I take her down out of the bathing area, because obviously she is 14. I don't want to then put her back in the drying area, you know, move her up and down tables, because that's just not fair, and not ideal for her welfare to be going up and down. So I make sure that she is thoroughly dry before then I put her on my table ready for drying, ready for trimming. Yeah, so you've really got to be consistent and thorough about what you're doing, and you have to spend an extra 5 minutes drying them, then so be it. So I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see her. There she is. Are you lovely now? You want a treat? Oh, do you want a treat out of here? Here you go. You want this? Oh, she's a good girl. Oh, yes. Beautiful. She's got lovely shine on her now. You see a lovely shine. So that's a 3. That's a 3 coat. She'll have a wander outside again. I need to tidy up all my mess. She'll keep going out there, looking at the gate. Won't you? Hey? You looking for your mum and your dad? Yeah. So I'm going to press the button on my computer. It will send them a text message to say that Bramble is ready. After a little bit of titubation and such like, I am 20 minutes before time. I do apologise for the hair situation. I did football last night, and it had stopped raining, so we had a really good session. I scored! Yeah, with the left foot, boom! I was in, chuffed to bits, had to do a celebration dance, because it won't happen very often. It was just one of the, I think the surprise on my face said it all. Anyway, that was, we do like a practice match at the end of the night. So I got home late, I had a shower, but I didn't wash my hair. And this is the product. The joys. Anyway, I'm gonna press a button and we'll see who's next. My microphone wasn't on. Right, so whenever I always have a check over of my dogs before I do anything. So I just have a random quick feel over. I always have a chat with the owners, see if there's anything changed. Benji has a liver condition, so his mum brings his own treats. And he has been to the vets this morning and had some bloods done, and she said he has got some knots under his armpits, and it's probably just where his harness has rubbed him and stuff like that, and it's been so wet, hasn't it? So you can see what a different type of you'll see what a different type of coat, the labradoodle coat that he's got. It's very fine and silky, and he's just like a little bit shaggy chic. I love his look, his little beard and that. Yeah, been doing Benji for a long time. But what his mum did say is that, you know, this is a bit knotted under here. So rather than, because he's feeling very sensitive. So because basically, I don't want to upset him. He's got very sensitive skin with feeling a bit, you know, low and what have you. I'm going to just clip out those armpits areas before I go in the bath. So I'm just going to clip out these areas here. Another thing that I talk about where handling's concerned is that you might find if you hold the bottom of the leg, they're a little bit, oh my phone, they get a little bit off balance because they've got nothing really, they're on 3 legs, they've got nothing to hold. But if you hold them further up, so you've sort of got the shoulder or you've got the arm up here, they feel a little bit more secure, and you know, you've got something to lean on and they're not working against you. So what I tend to do is I'll hold it into them so that it feels more secure. You know, a dog's leg will only go this way, that way. It'll go slightly a little bit out, but you know, it can't go like us. We've got full movement, haven't we? We can go full, we can't go back really, but we can go that, we can go that, we can go that. So when I'm clipping up the armpits, what I tend to do is I'll hold it up here and I'll just tilt it out to the side, and when I do that, it opens up the armpit so I can clearly see the whole armpit. That isn't actually the blade that I want. The blade that I want is here, ready cleaned. I am going to use a 10 inside there. So and just to show you a little bit of what I mean, it's that kind of mat, you see. Come back, Benj. Come back, sweetie. See, bit of a, better to clip it off than try and groom it out, because it would be painful. Right, so I just removed that from his armpits, just some random knotty bits. I've also checked his ears because he's got some, he had a bit of a, excuse me, gonna sneeze. Whew. I love a good sneeze. I don't like to mess about with the ears too much. I don't know, there is a big thing in this country. Oh, we don't pull the hair out of their ears. But if you don't keep an eye on how they are, they can get a build up of dirt and wax and hair and stuff like this. Now, if it doesn't come away easy, then don't bother. You know, you can just literally just pull it away with your fingers. You can put a little bit of, you can see I haven't taken all the hair out at all, but I've took out the bits that have just, and I've just literally gone like that. And you see like that, all of that, it just came off in my hands like that. I just do that. If it doesn't comfortably come away in out my hands, then leave it alone. But as you can see, that is very waxy and very dirty. And obviously the more hair and stuff that's in their ears, and you know, that dirt is going to cling onto that hair, and it'll just build and build and build, and they'll end up a lot of the time with a great big cork of hair and wax. And then guess what? They have to go to the vets and have it removed. So I make a point of checking on my dog's ears, and if I'm not, you know, if say a owner has clearly said to me, don't remove any hair, I won't remove any hair. But what I will do is make sure that all is washed and cleaned here, and I can comb through. You know, I can get my comb through, and I make sure that the ear is clear, free of wax. You can, when I'm in the bath, I always block the ear canal. You can just put your thumb at the base of the ear there, and you block any water that's going to go in when you put in the shower over. But I always make sure that my ears are clean, because obviously, you know, a lot of the spaniel types, cockapoos and stuff, they terribly suffer with the ears. Some grow hair, some don't. But you know, I always check on them. Like Molly Bichon that you've seen before, her mum does them for her. So when she's doing the brushing and stuff like that, she'll just remove a few hairs at a time, and it just keeps her ear clear and free flowing, and she never has problems with her ears. So I don't really tend to get that many ear issues here. I think basically because I make sure that their ears are washed and clean and dry. Most importantly, when I'm doing my drying, I make sure that all this area is super dry, because you don't want it then sort of festering damp. I mean, they go into water, don't they, and things like that. They might jump in the canal and end up with, you know, dirty water down their ear. That's going to cause them, you know, ear infections and stuff, because the amount of bacteria that's in that type of water is going to, you know, fester inside their ears. And if it's not like you know, if it's not dried properly, cleaned, they're going to get ear problems. But whenever they come to me when I'm doing my grooming, I always make sure that they're clean, wax free, and thoroughly dried. You don't want ears left damp for long periods of time. It's just a breeding ground. So if you you know, are grooming a dog with hairy ears, hairy face, to make sure that they're thoroughly dry. So I'm going to get him in the bath now, and I'll see him on the table when I'm ready to trim him. So I've got him in the bath there. I'm just I am still hungry. What I'll do today is I'll just time myself. So I'll time myself washing and drying. So I'll just press go and I'll come back when I've washed and dried, and we'll see how long it took me to bath and dry Benji. So stop the clock. 28 minutes, 14 seconds. That's completely bath and dry, comb through, no knots. Ooh. Ready for trimming. So what I do with, I'm going to plug this, oh, I can't plug it in because I've got my speaker on. So I'm going to be quick. So you can see lovely Benji is all fluffed out. I've used, I'll put this in the description. I've used the Ordinary, he's had the Best Shot Facial Mango. He's had the Ordinary Mother Fluffer Black Cherry shampoo with a 10-in-1 spray conditioner after. And the reason why I've used that on Benji, there we go, is because I want to fluff out his coat. So then when I go over with the comb attachment, I'm going to get a nice neat for trimming. I'll find out when Benji was here last. Well, my records are saying end of June, so we'll probably do in maybe sort of 3 months. There is some little tiny knots under here, but I'm not going to bother getting them out. I'll just scoop them out with a clipper in a little bit. What I am going to do is I'm going to try the 7, which is the 22mm, just to see. I think we've recharged. We're all right. So this is Benji's new look. We'll get you some. Sit. There you go, boy. This is the time I've just got 5 minutes just to check over, and I've just seen in there that he's got a little bit of a lopsided beard. So we need to sort that issue out, don't we? Let's sort out, we can't have a lopsided beard, can we? No. It's a little bit dribbly, aren't you? Let's have a look at that now. Are you beautiful now? Let's just check here. Let's have a look at that now. Let's see what the camera says. That's looking a little bit more even. I'm happy with that. So I've just been talking for a few minutes. So literally it's about 31 minutes. About 31 minutes to trim. You perked up now, haven't you? Yay. Oh, thank you. So that was lovely Benji. I'm still on green. So Benji's gone now, and I've got lovely Alfie here. So in total, it probably took, well, it probably took me to my full time. So that was the 2 hour slot for Benji. I did take my time. Normally takes me about an hour and a half with Alfie. But what I'll do is I will set my timer for this one, and I'll do them all, and then I'll come back. When I start, from when I do my pre-clipping, because I do take a bit of hair off him, my bathing, drying, and him completely finished, I'll keep that rolling so we can see how long it actually did take. Normally, Alfie gets some knots underneath here. Not too bad today. It's just because he's got little crooked legs and they just rub there. Just a little bit there. He sometimes licks his feet, don't you? But what I normally do with him is I take his body quite short, but I leave a little bit on his legs. I'll blend the leg into the short, so that it looks seamless into his leg there, and the same with that one. And we give you a nice cute face, don't we? Yes. He's a sweet boy. I've been doing it for a long time. Getting on a bit now, aren't you? It's been a while, in actual fact. I'll find out when I did him last, because he does grow really quickly. So he was last seen 8 weeks ago. So that's to give you an idea of how he looks after 8 weeks. Isn't it? Alfie Walfie? Good boy. Sometimes his mum has a bit of a chop around and stuff like that. So we sometimes have to do a bit of blending, don't we? Yeah. So, like magic, we'll have him done. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alfred, do you want a treat? What's this? Ooh, what have I done? You see? No, keep it. It says keep it. So there we go. So he's had a 5 on his body. Yeah, he has. It's like a love heart here, isn't it? Can you see? Right there. Like a love heart. Can you see? Can you see it? There. Da-da. A love heart. You got a love heart on you. Yeah. So, and what I've done is I've done a 3 on his legs, and I've just graduated that into his leg and there. Into his leg there. So we're just going to spend a few minutes just going over the odds and ends, making sure you're nice and tidy. What I actually did with the back leg here, I've sort of done it like a bit of a schnauzer style. So I took the 5 off from there, took the 5 off, and then what I've done is then I've blended the leg in, so it goes smoothly into the bottom of the leg. It's lovely, that love heart, isn't it? So turn you around that side as well. Oh, there's a bit there. Make sure you're all tidy. Oh, missed that in your armpit there. I'll just lift that up there. We can blend that a bit better. So I'm just going to lift that up here. And then I just blend it. Blend that into the leg. Like so. Let me pull you back a bit so you can see what I'm actually doing. Same with this leg. I just disturbed it just to make it a bit neater. So I went over the body to about there and took off this part here, and then I'll lift it up like so, and then I just blend that in. And you could do it with your blenders if you wanted to make it a little bit softer. You can also use your comb and lift it. It's very interested in what the workmen's doing outside. So then you can see now how it smoothly transitions from the short into the slightly longer. He has got it has quite a difficult coat to make neat, because he's so curly. And there he is. So what you can do is what I'm going to do now. We're going to get some grooming spray, and I'm just going to spray that in. It'll give you a nice bit of shine, and then when I comb it all in, it'll look nice and seamless. Don't go back. Don't go back. There we go. Oh. Like I say, I always keep looking, moving the hair out. Ta-da! So there you are. You want to try the treat again? No. Keep it. So that was Alfie! Alfred! All right, Alfred. Yeah. You got these? Ooh. Is she coming? Is she coming? She is. I forgot to press the button to stop it. Now it says 88 minutes, 19 seconds, but it really took me about, I was done for 2:30. So that is quarter past one. It's took me an hour and a half, pretty much exactly. So, silly me. So, hair doesn't get any better. So we've got, now, you've met them before, the very noisy Gilbert. Don't lick me because I know where your mouth has been. Or should I say I don't know where your mouth's been? Gilbert and Sully both had really short trims last time because it was warm. So we're just going to sort his head out and just give them a little bit of a titivation, tidy up your feet and everything, don't we? They are brothers, but with different dads. Same mum, I think. Different dads. But they do look alike. This is the older one, Gilbert. And I'll show you Sully, who's completely different. Come here, sweetie. There you are. You can tell they're brothers, can't you? Don't you lick me as well. And Sully is the quieter one. Aren't you? Yes, you're the quieter one. Yes, I know. Oh, honestly, let me turn the camera around. So there's Gilbert. And there's Sully. You just need tidying up, really, don't you? Yes, you just need tidying up. Yes. What do you think? Do you want a treat? Want a treat? What have I got here? Want a treat? Who wants it? No? No. Do you want one of these? This is a different one. This is a fish one. You want the one, the fishy one? Oh, I don't mind the fishy one. Let's have a look. Do you want one now? Oh, no. You don't want it? Yes. Well, snooze you lose. So time is ticking, and as you can see in my chin, you see the burn. It sort of scarred me. If anybody seen my previous videos, I got burnt on holiday, and I've got a burn on my chin now. It's pretty much scarred. Hopefully it'll go eventually. So I'm going to get them in the bath, and then we'll have a look at them when they finish. And then I've just got one more Meggie, who is a bath and another tidy up. So I'll see you in a sec. There's Gilbert and Sully. So that was Gilbert and Sully. She came a little bit early. So I was like literally on the wire, but I managed to get a little bit of a picture of them on the floor. So as you can see, the hair is beautiful today. I'm going to clean up and wait for little Meggie. She just has a quick bath and the nails and a little bit of a trim. And I'll show you Meggie when she comes. So here's lovely Meg. I have done a video with her before, I'm sure I have. She's got poodle in there, and she's got this little tiny white hair on the end of her tail that we've never trimmed. I never trim it. I literally, all these little tiny little ends here, I just put my hand there. All these little light tiny ends, I just tidy them up, tidy around her feet, and she's got a little bit of a ladybird situation. You can see a little bit of a spiky there, and a tailor around her ears because you see how they grow. You see they grow, and I just tidy around that. But she can't hear me. Apparently she's been to the vets and everything, and she's literally suddenly gone deaf. She said they clapped behind her and all sorts. So I'm just gonna go back here. Now, did she hear that? I think she heard that. Do you? She definitely heard that. She definitely heard that. She reacted, didn't she? You'll have to excuse me as well. I've had another. I have to go up in stages with these teeth things. And when I changed this one, the other one had to be in for 2 weeks when I got back off holiday. and I put this one in, and oh my goodness, I clicked it in and I thought my teeth were going to fall out. So it's, but how straight are they now? They've soon, this is what, well, the weeks that I've missed, so we're on week 11 now, I think. So there's another 6 weeks or so to go. So, but oh my goodness. Oh, this one, it's like this tooth here. And when I took them out before to have something to eat, it was fine when I was eating something soft. And then I had a crisp, and oh, you know that pain when you get like ice cream head? It was like that. So, yeah, that's little Meg. So I'm going to get her in the bath, and then you'll see her haircut after. You see her ladybirds, just these little tiny bits and that. But she's ever such a good girl. One, 1, 2, 3, test it. We're on. Yeah, so I just tailor all the ends like that, just to make her look nice and neat and tidy, because we like you neat and tidy. And it helps with the molting as well. I blow dry hair, you know, blast it right down to the skin, get it all the dead coat out. I've used the Best Shot lemonade and the spray that goes along with it, which is, let me find out. It's the Ultra Vitalizing Mist Coat Finishing Detangling. It's that one. I'm running low. I need to do an order, but it gives absolutely superior shine. I just love this stuff, and it smells lovely, but it's just leaves them smelling clean, if you know what I mean. So there's not any sort of overly powered fragrance, which is good. So Maggie's all done. Woo! Nearly there. So that was my day today. My phone was just playing up there, and it says you've got to delete a load of stuff because you've got too much on your phone. Hang on. Phone is completely playing up, so I'm going to say this really, really quickly in case that thing comes up again, just saying that you've got too much stuff on your phone. Just to say this will probably go out late tonight or possibly Friday. With the disaster that I had with the poodle video that I wasn't able to complete, this is going to be delayed. So I'm going to sit and do this tonight, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll see all the dogs and maybe pick up something along on my journey today that I've touched on. And as always, write comments. I am aware that my hair was a mess. Do apologise. I'm still on green. So there we go. And it's just to say I have been looking at cameras and different situations regarding recording and stuff like that. But because the channel's so small, it's at the moment, it's just something that I can't invest in at the moment. Plus the fact I've just had a wedding and paid out a lot of money for that. I am only self-employed and I'm only a little pet groomer and I don't have a massive budget. Like I say, I don't get paid for any of this. I'm just sharing it with you because I want to share it with you. And I just want to show you here as well. I surprised my other half one of my customers saw it, and she brought me the paper, and our local paper. I put a picture of us in there, so I want to tell the world. Anyway, I'm still up there. I still can't quite believe that I'm now a married lady, and I'm not 50 yet. So I was married before I was 50. So there you go. So there you go. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. That's what I say. It's just a dream come true. Anyway, enough of that. I hope you're all having a great week. The weather here is on, off, on, off, on, off. Currently, this time, the sun still wants to shine, even though it's been raining on and off. So I hope you enjoyed my day. I hope you're having a good week and it made you smile at some point, or just, please do tell me what you liked about my day. And we'll look at Shelby on Saturday and try and make that into Sunday's post. So we'll have a look at Shelby, because we were doing Shelby super short, but we are now starting to do his body short, but a little bit more length on his legs and his normal top knot and his sort of big long tail that I sort out. So we'll maybe have a look at him for Sunday's post, and then eventually I will get all my stuff together, what I did on my qualification, like I did promise, and I'll come out the salon, and one evening I will sit down and I will show you exactly what I did on my qualification, and what worked for me, and go over some of the things that I did. And also another evening, I'll try and do this next week because he is desperate now, to do my poodle for you from start to finish. So there's no interruptions, I'm not rushing and all the rest of it, and I can get all the elements out that I want to explain to you. So that's all from me, and I will see you on Sunday. Cross everything, we see Shelby the poodle. I'll see you very soon.